Can we spend a few moments in quiet contemplation to go into the silence and send out our thoughts to those in need? Our second hymn this evening is hymn number 20, Spirit Divine Turned Down Prayer. Amen.
On the way over tonight, I saw loads of little lambs, first ones I've seen. Just this past 3 weeks I've been out toading with my daughter, and they're about this big at the toes. The ladies are about this big, but the men are about this big. And we rescue them on a patch in front of our house, and have to take them to the nearest canal or the nearest pond, whichever way they're facing, we have to take them. And some of them have been so horribly squashed. And this breaks her heart, does all this. And she can't understand why people can't stop. But we don't always see these things, do we? None of us knows what's coming. There's an awful lot of new growth, although I haven't seen it in the trees, but there's an awful lot of new growth. The babies are coming, the lambs are coming, flowers were coming, sorts of flowers to know we're here. And then we go through life as it is, but none of us know what's coming. And at the end of that, we all pass and go back home again, which in itself is a great sadness for those who's here. For those who's passed, it never is. I always say, if ever I see a funeral, have a lovely journey, but I always send blessings to who's here, because it's us that miss them. We know they're there, we know they're with us, but it still doesn't take away the pain of missing them. But before that, we have all those children's birthdays, with births, with family parties, with lots of different things that make our life so wonderful. But none of us know when the sadness is going to come along and kick you in the pants and kick you in the back. Because that's what life is. I try my hardest to tell this to my daughter, but she just sees it frogs. She even doesn't move then as well, but she loves all animals. So really all I wanted to say is that this is what life is. We don't know what's coming and we can't always see what's coming. So sometimes it takes us unaware, be it with a passing that we just don't expect, or be it with a party because there's a new life come to her. They're all part of our lives. So I just wish you a good life, a good time, and may all your sadness and all your problems be ones that you cope with. Not easy, but you manage to cope with. So thank you for listening to that. Shall I carry on? Right, okay, we'll just see how we're going. Sometimes it's not easy to stand up here and all these eyes are looking at you and you're thinking, there's come. But they do come, and I know I'm over this side, I'm just not sure where I am. So I'm just going to go here if I can, please, to this lady. Okay, and can you talk to me, is that okay? Yeah, thank you. Right, I don't know why yet, we'll just give them another couple of minutes to come in. Right, I have a gentleman coming forward, and this gentleman, I am instantly got goosey bumps with this gentleman, and he's filling me with so much love for you. I as yet don't know who this gentleman is, okay? I know he's a family member because I can tell that with the love he's making me feel, okay? And I have to say, I don't think this gentleman's been past an awful long time either, the way he's making me feel. I also feel that he's a rather a young gentleman too. Do you know anything I'm talking about?
No.
You don't? Is that all? No, this gentleman doesn't make me feel as if he's been passed along. And I would say he's giving me around 60. Okay? No. Does anybody else, before I persevere with this? Nobody else can pick this up. Yeah? Can you pick this up? Then I apologise, and I really felt as if I were there. I'm really sorry. Yeah? Am I okay with you then? I was totally direct over there. They threw me on that one. Right. But I don't feel as if this passing's been that long ago. You understand that? Okay. I have an awful lot of love coming through this with this gentleman. He's also making me aware of a struggle as well. And I feel that belonged to him, did the struggle. Oh, he's now telling me that sometimes he struggled with life. Do you understand now?
Yeah.
Okay. He also tells me to say that sometimes it was very, very hard. And I'm almost tempted to say that a slight bodily breathing.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit struggling. Not overly, but I am a little bit struggling with my breath. I know I've mentioned the hard times, but I do feel as if he'd hard times in his mind as well. Yeah, you understand? Because he's making me feel as if he couldn't cope anymore with any of this. I don't know how he passed, but I don't think it was overly pleasant how he passed. Okay. But he's saying he's glad he's where he is. He says things are a lot easier for me now, but he sees things a lot clearer too. And the things he struggled with down here, he now understands. And he said, although he wishes he could have coped with them down here, he couldn't. So it must have been very difficult for this. I'm saying you man, because I don't think 60 is very old. And I do feel as if things are a lot easier. But I also feel as if he's going through things up there to learn things that he didn't cope with right well down here. Okay. Is there someone down here that still misses him and still doesn't understand a lot of things about his passing?
Yeah.
You understand why I'm having to bring that down here as well as up there? I'm also getting confusion as well down on the airplane. I don't know where it is, but it's giving me confusion. It's also mentioning look after the younger ones. Okay? You understand what that means? It's also a little bit emotional as well now. Because he's also saying I'm sorry. Now I don't know what that means. Whether it is because he couldn't cope, I don't know. But if you know where to put that. He's also talking about mum. Okay. I also need to bring healing down to the airplane for someone around you as well. That at this moment in time things aren't just right for. And I also have to bring thanks, but where does that? He puts his hands together with the thanks. I'm also being told to ask for someone down on the airplane to have understanding. Okay. That's good. Right, I'm going to leave you with that because he is going away. Excuse me, I don't know whether it's him that's done this or not. I've got a tittle. Can I say thank you for talking to me? And the lovely young man who I do feel suffered in quite a different number of ways. But thank you for talking. The lady, it's either mum or grandma.
She's a mum or a grandma?
Yes, I've either a lady that's your mum or a lady that's your grandma with me, because she's given me that loving feeling. But she's giving me in her 80s.
Do you mean she be 80 now?
No, she would have been in her 80s when she passed.
No, she was a lot younger than that. She was 70.
Oh, right, that's okay. I don't mind that, I can take that. Right, okay. I do feel as if the lady would have passed with something wrong. I'm bad up my arm and I'm bad into my chest.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I'll have another go before I leave the Because the lady was, you can't take any of this. I don't feel as if I'm with your mum or with you, but you don't recognise what I'm saying. Right, I'm going to bring a gentleman through now, okay? He is connected to the lady, therefore connected to you, but he's coming through for me now. He's giving me the age of 76. Okay?
Yeah.
A tall, slender gentleman, this is.
Well, no, I just don't know. You see, I have a twin that passed.
Right,
But
okay.
we're nearly 73.
Okay.
You said he was 76.
He gave me 76. So I have to stick with 76.
So, I don't know.
Okay. Well, if we can just go a little bit with him. A tall, slender gentleman.
Not slender, he was tall as me, I would say.
A little taller than me.
Well, he'd be about 5'8".
Oh, he's taller than me. So if it's 5 because I'm on him. Right, I'm going to carry on and persevere, okay? That's nice and well, let's bring it through properly and see if we can do something. I feel that this gentleman would have liked to dress smart. He's making me aware of a shirt and a tie. He's also drawing my attention to a belt. So he would have liked to dress smart. Okay, that's fine. Right. This gentleman would have been poorly for quite a while before he passed. Okay. Right, okay, well, we're obviously getting there now, aren't we?
Maybe.
Maybe it's good. He also tells me things was a struggle for him, but it was because of his illness.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, okay. He must have had difficulty walking in a way. He could manage it, but it was hard work for him, because he's making me aware of my legs are rather weak. No, but was he weak? Did he have difficulty walking? You're in somewhere. Right. He's talking about an orchard. No.
No.
I do feel as if they're for you, and I'm not saying it's him, it could be me, but I do feel as if it's for you. And where he lived, he would have had some green around him, he's telling me.
I don't think they were any trees around me. You know, I'm going back a long time.
So, yes, so
It's
it's-
passed over a long time.
Right, okay. Right, well, I won't struggle and I won't make you think, but I do feel as if they are here for you. So I'm going to leave them with you, we'll just see if we can get something else later. But thank you for telling me. And they don't hear it, and they go. I don't need to hear your voice. So that's about all, I think. Yeah, so we'll see where we go. I am drawn to the lady at the back. Yes, you will have it, the white card, you know. Right, I feel I have mum here, because I feel mum's really close. Okay. Have you got grandma in spirit? Well, is mum not very well at the moment? Because sometimes they'll say mum, and it's because they just need a bit of healing around them. Okay, love it. Yeah, so that's what it will be. So can I give you grandma then, please? Okay, love it. Yeah, she just met this grandma just mentioned mum again. So I do feel that there's something a little around mum. All right. Okay. And nothing serious, but just nothing. Okay. I feel that mum would have been close to your grandma as well, because she's bringing that through as well. Okay, well, she just said that, well, we're very close. And I also feel that you was close to grandma. Okay. And I also feel that you're close to mum, that you're close to mum now. Okay. Right.
She just said she's sorry because there's something that happened in your life with her that she needs to be sorry for. Okay, she just said, I'm sorry. Okay. She's a little confused, this lady. I think it's like how she's making me work. She's a little confused up there. So I feel that she would have been a little confused down on the airplane before she passed. Okay. Because she's bringing down. There isn't anything around Mum that's a bit forgetful, is there? As well.
No, but I
Can you take that? Because she's bringing this forget and then she keeps mentioning Mum. So there must have been something happened between her and Mum. Whether it was something nice or not, I don't know, but I'm just getting a feeling that something wasn't always right. I feel that there was something a bit, like, perhaps argued a little bit here and there. I don't know, but it's just how she's bringing it, and then she's bringing this forgetful as well. So whether that's around your mum, I don't know. I feel it was around her, definitely, but I'm not sure if it's just around your mum, or you may need to watch out for it. Okay. And she just Jean mentioned about the springtime, about the growth, the animals and things. Now she's mentioning that as well. She's mentioning the springtime. Okay, lover. I don't know whether her passing was around springtime or not. With the bringing it forward. Do you remember when she passed?
I don't know.
No, I didn't think you did because it's where she's just shook her head. As you said, as I asked you, she shook her head. So you didn't know when she passed. Did you know your grandma at all? Or not very well?
No.
You didn't know her very well?
No.
You didn't know her very well? Right, okay. Right, let's see if we can get somebody else to come with her then. But she obviously, I think that's why she's probably talking about Mum more than yourself because of this, because you didn't really know her. Okay, then. And I don't feel that she died too old either. Anyway, I think she passed quite a young age. Okay. Yeah, she just talked about passing a young age. Okay, well, she wants to bring your mum. She's talking about your mum. She wants to bring your mum some daffodils, lover. Whether that's significant to your mum, I don't know, but she just wants to bring her the daffodils. And I feel that there's an upliftment needed with your mum. I also feel there's an upliftment needed with you as well. I'm aware of some sadness around you. Okay. And she's just talking about prayers. Whether you say your prayers, I don't know, but she's talking about prayers. And she's also talking about listening. I am listening. And she does want to help you with whatever it is that's going on in your life at this very moment. She wants to help you with it. Even though I know you said you didn't really know her. She still wants to bring that around you. She still wants to bring that warmth around you. And she wants it around Mum. Okay, lover. No, she's talking about a sister. I'm not sure if you have a sister. You have a sister. She's talking about a sister as well, lovey. Okay. Right. and sisters are her play, isn't she? Yeah, that's all right then. She just mentioned that as well. So whether your sister knew or not, again, I don't know. But she wants to bring love around the sister. Okay. She's saying there's a lot seems to have happened in your lives. And she's talking about that there was always something going on. And you've had to sort a lot of things out. Okay. And she's talking about your sister as well having to sort things out. And she's talking about children on the airplane as well. Okay, Lou. I don't know how many children, she hasn't said how many children there is, but she's just talking about children on the airplane. Okay, Lou. Right. And she's talking about feet. I don't know whether you have a problem with feet or your mum has, but she's talking about a problem with feet. Okay. And then the gentleman is coming with her as well now. She's bringing him forward. Now he's quite a youngish gentleman, is this gentleman. Okay. I can't say what age because he's not giving it now. But looking at him, I would say he was in his 30s to his 40s. Okay. She's brought him forward now. And I don't feel that he's connected to Grandma, but I don't think he's a relative. I think it's someone that Grandma knew, and your mum should know him. Okay, she just said Mum knows him. You know, your mum knows him. Okay, so you may have to ask Mum this. All right, lovely. Because I think most of the message is for Mum.
Right.
All right, lovely. He just said David. So I'm not sure he was called David, but he just mentioned David. Okay, lovely. So you can take that to Mum. just ask her. And there should be some birthdays coming up as well.
Where are you?
Yeah, she just got your mum, grandma she just said birthdays are coming up. All right, love. And it's Richard's birthday as well, not so far off, because he just mentioned Richard's birthday as well.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They're both together, these two. He's not saying that because he just come with me. She just brought him through. I think that's to give your mum, ask your mum. Okay, love. Playing cards. You play cards a lot because they're stealing cards out here.
No, I used to.
They usually they're stealing cards out here. Okay, so they used to do just take that then. Right, she's got back in off a little bit now. She just wants to send a lot of love to Mum. And she's just said, I'm sorry again, so your mum may know why she needs to say sorry.
Okay.
And she says, tell Mum I'm all right up here. And I should have done things a bit differently on the airplane. But she said, I am all right. So can I leave that with you?
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Well, if you get a connection, you know Christine. See where we are now. Right, it's a lady off the... right, it's a lady I've got coming forward for you, love. I feel very much anti though. I don't feel relative, I do feel more around. Okay. And she just said Pauline. Again, I don't know if she's called Pauline, she just mentioned Pauline. Okay, love. Right, see what she's here now. But she's putting gloves on for some reason. You don't have to wear gloves because your hands are sore, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, I just felt that there was some reason for putting gloves on, and that's why I asked if you had sore hands. So you need to wear gloves, right? Okay. So we've got right connection there. Okay. Also, she's bringing forward. I just feel that you can't wear perfume. I've just got that feeling that you can't wear. You're unable to wear perfume. All right, whether it's just because it's strong or what, I just feel it affects your skin. Okay. I also feel that you a lot of mail coming, and I feel you have a lot of sorting out to do with this mail. Okay. There's brown envelopes to come, but they're not the big envelopes, they're just small ones. So I feel that them are a bit better than big brown envelopes. I don't like big brown. So I feel that it's some sorting out to do with some letters or that. I don't really need to answer them or what, but she just brought me a lot of mail, and it's brown and white, there's a lot of brown ones. So just watch out for that, would you please? Not that I don't think it's anything to worry about. It doesn't feel it anyway. Right. Now then, she's just saying that she's proud of you. And I feel that you'd have gone out with this aunt. I feel that you would have gone out with that. Yeah. It's just how she's bringing that forward. Okay, love. And you've got grandma into it as well, haven't you? Because she's talking about grandma, so I feel on mum's side.
Yeah.
Okay, love, because she's just talking about grandma as well. And Flora. Can you take Flora? I just said that, I thought, oh, I don't know, it's good, you can take Flora. As long as you can take it, that's all that matters, love. Again, she's talking about anniversaries coming up. And I'm looking, where are we in now? April, aren't we? I feel like end of May into June. Yeah. All right, love. She just said now, I don't know whether this means to you, but she said you're here for a purpose. So I don't just know what she means by that.
She's getting married though. Really. Or should I say the appearance of him is not of a great age. I also feel that he had a very fun-loving nature to this gentleman. Okay. Right, well, yeah, we'll go with it, we'll carry on, yeah. I don't mean to be rude, but was he not well liked? And I don't know why I'm asking that. And it's really rude of me to say, I know.
Well,
but he just, without telling you what he said to me, he said yes because I weren't right, they didn't like me. That was his words.
Right, I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, okay. No, I wouldn't ask that. Okay. When he said things said them to the point. Did he say them in not the best of ways?
Yeah, I know who
You
you
know,
are.
you know I'm where I am with him. Okay. I don't think there's an awful lot changed, I have to tell you that. But then again, that's how he has to come through because so you know who he is. Right, okay. He's sort of saying that he didn't feel as if he'd had to be sorry about. Okay, that's what he feels. Okay, but he's also sort of slightly going back and saying that maybe there was.
Right.
Okay. As I said, from up there they see many things. So I think he sees a lot of the error of his own ways. Was he a little bit tight as well with money and things?
No, I don't think you were.
Right, well that's what the impression he's giving
Right.
me. As if he didn't give a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, because he must have been a man that perhaps didn't feel an awful lot of love for whatever reason.
Right, I think that's all,
Yeah, you can tell that, because that's what he's telling me. But he is saying he has things to be sorry about. And he's now talking about, again, children on the earth plane.
Right.
Okay, that's connected. Yeah, you know where that is. He didn't say his children.
No, right, yeah,
that's
but it's
fine.
children connected to him, yeah.
Okay. I think he's trying his best now to do a lot of things for the people down here from up there. Okay, because I do feel, even though I know I said at the beginning, I still feel there is a nice side to this man.
Right.
And he's trying to help the people on certain pathways.
Right.
Right. He's now talking about certain troubles that are around you at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Okay, that you're having to deal with.
Yeah.
But he's also telling you that you need a little bit of strength
Right.
within you to remember that you're still you, and to
I understand
remember.
exactly what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying, Andrew? Okay. Because he wants to pass on a little bit of it to you, to say, you know, have some strength from you. But I'm going to give you some strength from him, and I'm also giving you yellow, which is a really nice colour for making things really strong. I also feel as if somebody on the earth plane is not well at this moment in time, and I want to send Ian in there. Okay, because he's telling me that. He's also talking about that money for none of us at this moment is easy coming, but he's saying at the moment you're watching your pennies.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's asking me to tell you to keep on doing what you're doing, even though sometimes you might think it's a bit hard, but you need to keep on doing what you're doing.
Right.
I sometimes feel as if that they come behind you and support you a little bit with your elbows, because you need a little bit of support now and then. Okay. And I also feel quite a large family as well on the earth plane around you. So there's an awful lot of you. Okay. Is there also occasions when sometimes you get a little bit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure how to put it. And I sometimes think that doesn't help you either. Because I do think that you're quite a peace-loving lady who would like everything to be nice, even though it's not.
Right.
Okay. She's bringing in, he's bringing in school dinners. I don't just know where that's connected. But hopefully you and I don't know why he's discussing school dinners with me. But he is. Okay. Whether it's a memory thing, I'm not sure.
No, we're all talking about school dinners in the olden days, so the kids tell me.
All right, okay, that's fine, because that's just just what he gave me. Okay. He's now actually laughing, and I still think he's quite a pleasant man. Okay.
Right.
There is also others in the story that he's telling me about that at this moment in time are around to try now. Can I just bring you forward a little bit? You also know the gentleman I was thinking about with these lady here?
Yeah.
Right, okay, because I just feel as if he's just popped in as well.
Right,
But he's giving me the same feeling as he did with the lady in front. And it's sort of being confused, but he was close. Because I do feel that at some point you saw her and she couldn't quite remember you. Now, whether it's something in your childhood, I don't know. But she is giving me that impression. Ruth, I also got then. a gentleman coming in as well, so I'll just let you know. The lady that I was talking about is giving me the number 54. I don't know, that's door number 8, I don't know what it is. She gave me 54. Okay. She's also, for some strange reason, given me buttercups. I don't know what they mean. Whether they mean something to you. I must be going back as well because she's made a daisy chain, but it's on my head.
Yeah.
So I must be going back with
Yeah.
that. Cyril. I've also got Cyril as well.
Yes, okay.
So I don't know whether they passed or whether they're here. I don't know.
I'm not sure, it's debatable.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now she's giving me sort of farming conditions. Can I take you back with farming
Yes,
conditions?
yes.
Because she gave me a big bale of hay.
Yes.
Okay. Right, okay. And I also feel that your childhood, you would prefer to be out and about rather than in the house.
That's right.
You were happier playing there. And I have to say, with no holes in us, with holes in us pants, and the same with the shoes, but we didn't care. We'd be up to you with muck, but we didn't care. We were out there playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. She's taken me back to school days with you, and she tells me that you weren't right bothered about school.
No, I won't.
I don't know where we read that.
That is me.
Right, okay. Maybe that's why it was, I felt as if it was so weak, because there's nothing there really, is there? So maybe that's why. Right, okay. Right, again, she's going back to olden times now. She's going back to warming an iron on a fire. She's going back to all that. I've got the fire range as well, that you open the doors and you cook things in. She's giving me all that. Oh, right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, you obviously know she's around your house, don't you then?
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to leave you with the love of spirit, and I have to give you the colour red. Now for me, that's just happiness, is that?
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to give you that, and thank you for talking to me.
Oh, thank you.
I should just sit now. I don't think there's anything I
Oh, I'm going to have to come to the gentleman with his eyes closed. Are you meditating? I'll come a bit nearer. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? I'll try to up because I'll only end up falling off this end. You'll have to pick me up if I fall off this end. I won't fall off. Right, I'm going to come to you now, okay, love it. Now I've got a gentleman coming forward now, and I'm going to say Dad. Okay, love it. And I feel that Dad wasn't very much like yourself. Okay, I feel he's a little taller than you. Well, yeah, just a little taller. I also feel that he also had a good head of hair. He's just showing me his head of hair. And he would have had a walking stick because he's showing me his walking stick. Now, he wants to go back a bit because he's taking me back to the war. Okay, and I know you would have been in the war as well. Okay, and he's talking about the war. And he says that you don't like to talk about it too much. You've never wanted to kind of talk about it to people. You've kept it very much inside. Okay, and he wants to bring this around. But he's also saying that you've made up for it because you're quite talkative now. You're just a little deaf and can't always hear. All right, lover. But that's nothing to do with it. You do like to talk. And he's saying that when you meet people, you really are a friendly person. And I feel he would have been as well anyway. Okay, because he's talking about that. And he's also saying that you would help anybody out with problems. If anybody had anything that they was worried about, they would come to you. And they'd be knocking on your door. You know, and I feel also that you're always good around children as well, because he's bringing children forward now. And he's saying that you would have been really good with children. Okay, lover. And you never ever harmed anybody in your life. He said he hasn't got that in his bone, he's just so lovely. And your dad's bringing that forward. Again, I feel your dad was the same. Okay, lover. And mum's in spirit as well, isn't she? Because he's bringing mum as well. Okay, lover. And he's saying things wasn't always happy times because it was so hard. And I just feel as well that there's lots of times around yourself that it's been hard as well for yourself. But I also feel through you coming to church here, I don't know how many times you come, but you must come a lot because they knew you by name. So coming to church, I feel has really helped you, because I just feel that you've made friends by coming here, because I feel now you live alone. Okay, love. And being alone, sometimes, you know, you think, around you, bringing other things to you as well. All right, love. He's bringing me a flat here. Do you live in a flat? Because he's just bringing me a flat. A flat. Do you live in a flat?
Yes.
Oh, because he's just bringing a flat around me now, love. And I feel that's where you live. Okay. But you haven't always lived in a flat. You've moved around a few times, haven't you? Because it's just bringing me a lot of movements here. So I feel you've moved about in your life quite a bit. Moved houses. Oh, well, that's not so many then, is it really? But maybe it was to him because he may not have moved like you have. Okay. But sometimes he said needs must. Okay. And I think, you've a pendant, have you? I've just seen your pendant now, you've got a pendant. So yeah, that relates to the flat. But I didn't see that till just now, I only just seen that. Yeah, because I was just going to say you're in a place where you be cared for. But when I saw that, that tells me, so I won't go into that now, because I've just seen your pendant. Okay, Rebecca. I know you have them on in some of the flats that you live in like sheltered. I used to work in a sheltered housing, so when I saw that then, I just realised, okay. Right, okay, love. I feel somewhere in your feet, you've had problems with your feet, love.
Yes.
Because you just bring your feet, so you've got a walking stick. I've just seen you walking stick, so I know you have a walking stick as well. Okay, love. Right, I'm going to leave you with it. Do you know, I could stop your mum and dad, because they are so lovely. They really are, and they brought you up as well to be that way, and I just feel that it was brought up properly. Okay, and I feel that it was a little strict as well, because I think they had to be, and I also feel Mum was strict as well, because she had to be. Okay, and I feel that it wasn't just an only one.
Oh no.
You wasn't an only one. They just said, hey, hang on, you want an only one. So you had others as well around. I haven't said how many, but I do know there was others around the family. And I do feel you've got to send this love around to your family as well. And he's bringing a lot of love around you. Okay, love. So he's bringing you peace and upliftment as well. Also, can you take a fob watch? One of these that you're on here, because he just brought one with a chain across.
Oh yes.
He's left one of them, whether you've got that to one of your brothers or I don't know, but he's just brought that forward, love.
Yeah.
Okay, love. He's also brought a ring forward as well, so I would think that there's a ring somewhere as well in the family. Your sister's got that, okay, love. He just brought that ring now, okay. And also new glasses. I don't know if you've got new ones on, or whether you're thinking of having new ones, but he's just brought me new glasses.
Yeah.
You're going for some new ones. He just brought some new ones to me, that's all of it, okay. Right, okay. So I'm going to leave you with these, because they are absolutely wonderful, these. They are really proud. You should be proud to have had Mum and Dad like that you have, because they're lovely. And they're bringing all that abundance of love to you. Okay, Lauren, thank you so much for talking to me. Right, is it time? Oh, it's myself, to one more, if it's time. We have been called to time, so I'm sorry. I mean, we've got around most of you, just the odd one that we haven't managed. We've had a nice time, so I hope you've enjoyed the service as well, because if you have, we have, haven't we? So thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Friends, I'm sure you'll share with me. Thank you, Susan G, for taking our steps to see the evidence that provided for the philosopher.
A lovely light and love that's been surrounded in this church, and take that with you and spread it around within the next few days. I say this with lots and lots of love. Amen.